All right. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today I am going to work on the next set of feature, which is adding a bill to a billers, because that's how we will be able to set things up for transaction. In the meantime, I have done a little bit of UI thing, which I feel I haven't done online. That was not part of what I did online. Let me quickly check. So what I did was reused some of the tables that I had and showed it on the dashboard just to, you know, make it look a little interesting. Yes. So this is video 11. Then yeah, adding screen grabs. I was updating the docs, and yeah, this is one commit which I have done so that we can see this. So as oops, not this one. And let's go to the home. I was adding a little more details. I added the screen grab, okay, a little bit of documentation so that the page looks a little more interesting. The things are happening, so it makes sense to get these on track, right? So we are able to then get a sense what this application does, and hence I added that. Otherwise, it was looking very bland. Yeah. And what I'm planning to do today is really to be able to go over here. I have this biller, right? So my plan is to create a form here which will allow me to add a bill for this particular biller. So for example, I'm using Airtel Black Internet. So I should be able to create a bill which I will select as being a monthly one. I'll set a default amount to it. I'll set when the bill is generated so that I need to pay on that particular date. Actually, not generated, but when I need to pay, right? And that's about it. So what will happen is later on, we will have cron jobs which will run every day. They will check how many bills are there that I need to pay today, and we will send reminders. We will also have a once a month cron which will look at all the payments which are due, and they will create those notification blocks maybe on the homepage saying bills pending this month, those kind of things. I mean, once that information is there, we can literally do a lot of things. So let's get started and understand how we can do that. All right. I guess I'll have to write a lot of JavaScript today as well. So let's see. I have my application running. This is my PHP artisan serve. This is npm run dev. And yes, everything is set. Right. I have my glass of water here as well. OBS got disconnected. Is that so? Let me look at my. No. Okay, there was something temporary. Yeah, it's back. So no problem. I hope the connection is stable. Let me see. 36. So I have a 100 Mbps line, but for some reason I think my Wi-Fi card on this desktop is a little flaky. Sometimes it misbehaves, but yeah, the internet is there. Okay, let's continue. So what I will do is, first things first, I will have to go to my biller controller. Now in here, I will be creating an empty bill, right? So I will do bill equals new bill. Yeah. Okay. And I will pass it here. Okay. This is required so that if you have seen all the forms, we have been creating a new instance and sending it so that another form can be used for both create and edit. Okay, so this is what we will do. Okay, now the next thing that I will do is I will have to create the form. So maybe I will create a form actually directly because the page is already there. Show.tsx. Let's see what does it say over here. Come on, give me a p tag. It won't. Sometimes the AI is very irritating. Okay, let me see. Right, so this is where I can create my form. Should be straightforward. Okay, I have a comment. Someone called Kashif is asking, Amit, will all the project videos be available after recording for learning purpose? Because sometimes there are availability issues. Well, I don't have any plans to remove them. Okay, this whole series and this whole application, my idea is to build it live. Okay, there are certain things which are cosmetic, like I showed initially, these tables and stuff. um, they are simple commits which I have done offline and directly committed. I didn't create a video out of it, but these are small little changes, like I did 2 queries, send them to my dashboard controller, and yeah, pretty much then created those things in my dashboard page. So nothing major. If someone goes through the code, they will understand. Other than that, everything will be online. Yeah. Okay, so where was I? Yes, this is fine. So we will create a form over here. Okay, yeah. What I will have to do is forms, not hooks, forms. My form's name will be bill add, right? So bill add form.tsx. Now, in my bill add form tsx, I will do export. Let me do some boilerplate code quickly. I'll name it bill add form. Yeah. I will need the biller and the bill in my as props. So interface, yeah, bill and biller. I'll import both of these. Okay. Yeah, this is ready. um I should have card, and then I will have content form. Okay, let me do a tab. This is fine. These two are fine. Okay. On submit, handle submit. Why don't I open up a form? Maybe add biller form. Split right, and I'm doing this because I feel there is a lot of code that I can quickly pick from here. For example, yeah, I will need the isEdit as well. First, let me do isEdit. this will be bill.id. Okay. So if you guys are following this series, you will understand that most of my forms are following very similar structure, and this is primarily to understand whether this form is on a create mode or an update mode, so that my form submit URL changes. Otherwise, most of the things are almost the same. Okay. No comments. So let's continue. I will have this. I need to import this hook, which is fine. What do I need in my form? Let me think. Bill.php. User ID will be populated. I need the biller ID. Okay. I need the default amount. I need the frequency, day of the month, interval days. Next payment date I will calculate. So this is not part of the form. Is active, we will handle it later. Auto generate we will handle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Let me. I shouldn't have. No. Where is that model? Let me keep this open. Okay. Biller ID. Biller underscore ID. Biller ID will always be there. I mean, I can't add a bill without a biller ID. So this is fine. Next, I have default amount. That will be bill dot default amount, else I'll do 0. Okay. Next, I have frequency. Now the frequency is something. I'll do this, but I will need a mapping as well, because the frequency will be coming as a drop down. So constant frequencies, let me see, weekly, yes, monthly, quarterly, half yearly, yearly, and custom. Perfect. Thank you. So this, I will keep it ready. And frequency here, monthly is fine. And then let's move on to what day of the month. Day of the month can be either, hold on, day of the month will either be bill.day of the month, which will be in proper format, and in that case it will be new date. What will it be? Yeah, I'll have to set this. So bill date, next payment date, right? No, day of the month. And I always get confused. So this is the date object, and I can do two ISO string. Okay. And hold on. To ISO string, this is a method. Split T0. Yeah, perfect. This is what I wanted. Okay, split by T, and then this. Okay. Now, because this is complaining, I'll just change this. Obviously, these are not created. One, I think two last ones. We have 4, right? So day of month, interval days will be bill intervals or 30. Okay. last one is auto generated bill, which will be yeah, this will be like this. Okay, so I'll need to create the form elements, but this is the data. I can actually add bill add form. Yes, so I'll do this. Now bill, I don't have that. So over here, I will import the bill because I'm already sending that prop over here. And yeah, now anyways, it will not work as of now. It will fail because we don't have those routes, isn't it? And for that matter, to recreate that route, I will need to first create the controller, because if I am not wrong, I don't have that controller as of now. Bill controller I do have. Okay, but I don't have it in my web.php. So in my web.php, what I will do is, what does it say? Resource bills, bill controller. Okay, fine. Yeah, this sounds like a plan. I will also, yeah, store and update is what I need, because I don't need the page to show the form. Why? Because I'm showing it on the biller screen, so there's no reason for me to have a separate page. Okay, all right, this is kind of done. Now let's go into bill controller. Okay, in bill controller, what I will need to do is, hold on, man, this is it will be a redirect response. No, yes, it will be. So I will just import this, eliminate this, right? And I would also create a store bill request. Okay, pa make request store bill request. Let me see, am I doing create request or store bill? Store, right. Consistency is very important. So yeah, so this can be store bill request. I'll take the validated. Okay, you can be silent for some time. Let us look at this first. This is true. Okay, no problem with that. In terms of validation, what all things do I need? First, let me look at the fields. So I have biller ID. Yes, it should be required and exist biller ID, right? Now I have default amount, required, numeric, yes, and minimum 0, which is fine. Frequency required, correct. I'll require it. String, I think this one will take a little bit of different approach. Rule is required. Eliminate validation rule. This will be enum, and this will not be values. This will be the class. I'll import this enum class, right? What does it have? Cases are weekly, monthly, quarterly, half yearly, yearly, and custom. Perfect. Then I have my day of month, correct? This is day of month is actually nullable, because if I have custom, I will not select the day of the month. Okay. By the way, if this is not something that you are able to visualize, don't worry. I sat down, I created the form, on a paper and I visualized everything, and that's after that I have written down what are the steps that I need to do. Hence, things are clear in my head. Once I do this, once we develop this together, you will understand it clearly. Now, interval days can be nullable because I can have this or this, so this is fine. Okay, and hold on, I will do that. So why are you worrying so much? And this is there. Now, after the validation, right, I will there will be user ID that I need to do. I'll need to calculate the next payment. But hold on, can I see the form? Because I think if I can show you that, it will help you at least visualize things. And the form is also failing, so I will have public function update. The validations are pretty much the same, actually. I come to think of it. So what I will do is cheat here a little bit, and yeah, now that I have those things, I can import this. I think so. Let me see. uh, no, let me try and import it. No, it is not happening. Bill.update and bill.store. Can I get at least? Yeah, this will be bill. No, biller. This is correct. Bill.update and no, this will be bill ID. Yeah, I was wrong. Bill.id and this will be store, but it is not coming up. And I think it is not picking the import, so maybe I will add it manually. Import. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Why is it not coming? So bill dot bills. Oh, is it because yeah, yeah, perfect. So this cannot be bill dot update, it has to be bills dot update. Yep. Let's see what else is breaking. Bill.id line 21 may not be the exact thing. Biller.id is biller. Line 21, this it is failing, is it? Why? Reading default amount. Default amount has a problem. Okay. Why is that? Default amount. Okay. I think everywhere it is looking for a check. Um, it's a bit weird actually. Okay. Because let me see first. Is it loading? At least yes. The page is not throwing errors, which is fine. If I what was the case over here? Yeah, why wasn't I forced to create a question mark here and I need a question mark over here? Bill type. All these are fine. So biller ID is this. In here, like default amount, biller dot category, then biller. Right. So why wasn't I forced to do this? Oh, I know. I think it's because if then this else this. Yeah, I think that's where No, it still finds it being a problem. Okay, I'll see what is happening. But for now, this check at least allows us to create that. Fair enough. Now, biller controller. Yeah. Why is it uh, not rendering correctly? I think because this div should be pulspan 2. Let me see. Yeah, this is correct. The only thing I'll have to add is a slight gap in between, otherwise it looks ugly. And the gap should ideally be here. And this gap can go away. Let me see. Yeah, perfect. So this is kind of looking okay as well. Let's move ahead. I will have to work on the form first. So form. Web.php is not required. Request I have created. Let's work on this. We have a form. In this, the first thing we will need is the field set. Yeah, field set. Inside the field set, we'll have a legend, yes, description, and then field group. Okay, makes sense. Add details about a new bill. Then this is fine. Uh, Field group. In that field group, I will have my first field being default amount. What is it doing? Let me see. Um, there is the transaction form as well, right? Let me see if I can open that. There is the account ID amount, right? So this amount, what field have I used? Amount, account selection, and this is way too small. Let me close that out and let's see category selection. Amount. So I think I can copy this. Okay. And do something like this. And now let's see. So I have a field and field label. Default amount. Yep. Okay. It needs to be number step. Okay. Minimum 0. This becomes default amount. Default amount. I think this has to be parse float. Enter amount. Okay, why is it creating a problem? What does it say? E has this any. Is it because parse float? Oops. Yeah. It should be parse float, but it's still complaining. I don't know. Let me see. Field content input. And yeah, okay. So it was an import related issue. Placeholder is fine. Enter the enter default amount. The error component is also imported. This becomes default amount and this one is default amount as well. Okay, let's see. Yes, we have one field. Wow, it's fine for now. The next thing that I will have to do is, let me see, frequency, right? Biller amount default, yeah, frequency. So we have drop down over here. Drop down account selection. No. Where have I done that? Category. In category, I had this, right? So category options. Where is the category options being used? That drop down category name and then category type. Let's copy this thing from here. This is frequency. Yes, thank you. And I'll just paste this. Let's come over here. Frequency, frequency. Yes, I need to import it. Frequency it is. Then I have frequency. Let me do on value change. The value is data.frequency, which is correct. On value change, this set data frequency value as I will do bill frequency. Okay. And then this trigger imported from here, value imported from there, and then all these are basically from that same thing. This category options will be, hold on, frequencies. Yeah, actually frequency option. That sounds better and consistent as well. Okay. Select item. This becomes frequency. Frequency. Can't I do? Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. It is much better. And perfect. I have the drop down and everything ready. So the second field is also in place. Now, the next field will be day of the month. It's a date picker. So transaction form, I should have a date picker. Day of the month. Date. Right. Somewhere here, is it? Yeah. Copy. I have everything in place. I think the field name will be what? Day of the month. Perfect. Yep. This again is day of the month, right? Yeah. This is kind of fine. I think this is fine. Yeah. Let me see. Yep. All good. Refresh. Form is coming up properly. So we are in business. How many fields do we have pending? Yeah, we created 3. Yeah. So now we will do interval days. Okay. And the interval days, right? This one is basically when the frequency is only custom, because for rest of them we exactly know what is the frequency. Weekly 7, monthly 30. I mean, we can add 30, 31. We can use Carbon to do that. We can do simply add a month kind of a thing, or add 30 days, whatever it is. Quarterly, again same. Half yearly, yearly. So the only thing where number of days will be actually required is the custom. Oops. Where is it? I'll do interval days. Interval days. Now In this, the first thing that I will do is this field will be only available when, yes, data frequency is custom. And what is this? Undo data dot frequency. I should do a triple equal to custom and end the round brackets. In here, we are ready with our field now. Yes, I need a field. Thank you. Then I will need a number. So we have a number field on top, which is default amount. So I will just copy everything here. Hold on. Okay. Come over here, paste it. Now, this becomes interval days. Yes, you are right. This become interval days. Number is fine. Step will be no, minimum is 1. Actually, step I could have done 1. Minimum is 1. Max max should be 31. Yeah. Interval days. This %. Yes, let me do %. Then default interval, enter default interval days. Interval days. And I think this is looking fine. Doesn't show the field though. Oh yes, it won't. I do custom and it shows up here. Wow, nice, right? And then what? Yeah, the auto generate bill, because I may want some of them, some level of control that I don't want to generate it. Okay, I will give a manual generate button, maybe something like that. So shad cn. Let me come over here, and I think there was a component called switch. Switch, is it? Yeah, this one. So I will try to add this. Okay, it looks nice actually. So what do I need to install for this? Okay, yeah, this should not be a problem. Npx this. Let me have a glass of water. This is done. Now, why doesn't it format the document? Oh, it was blade format, is it? Oops. Format. Will it do it properly? Let me see. Yeah, thank you very much. Now, in here, auto generate, yes. I'll need a field. Let me see what it has done. So field is okay. Field content, all this is fine. Checkbox. No, this is not a checkbox. I will use switch. Switch here. Okay. And what do I need to add to it? I will have ID equals auto generate, yes. Checked equals this is fine, and on checked change I'm getting the checked set data. This, yeah, I think this is fine. What happened over here? Field label No. Okay. Frequency. Ah, I get it. This is one field. This entire field is fine. And this is what it should be. Okay. I got that wrong. This is the conditional field. Auto generate generate bill is what I have in here. And if I do this as custom, I get this. Okay. So a form is ready. It took us a lot of time, about half an hour just to create the form, but that's fine. I was actually thinking whether to make the create the form, but then I thought no, most of the things, most of the forms are created live, so it just makes sense. Plus this was a new thing. Okay, we still need the button. We still haven't added the button. Hey, hi Sarcasm, how are you doing, man? I'm doing good. um Thanks for joining. Hope you are enjoying. And what was I doing? Right. This is my field group. So after my field group, I will have my submit button. Div. This is flex. Yes, this is looking okay. I mean, very similar to, I think, what even I have over here, right? And the only difference is I will take this, not is edit, but this one. Okay, so if it is processing, I'll just, oh, this is a simpler one. Processing, I don't have that. Why? Yeah, I do. So what is the problem? Disabled equals, okay, it was correct. Disabled equals processing. What was wrong in my case? No, okay, the equal to was missing. Yeah. Then if processing, then saving. If is edit, save bill, add bill. Yes, this is perfect. We have our form. Now it's time to do the action, because the form is ready. We need to submit. The submit should also happen. Let us actually validate that once, because dd data. Okay, yeah, just ignore that for now, and let's hit that. I'm getting biller ID 2, default amount 0, frequency monthly, day of the month is null, interval days 30. Right. Auto generate is true. If I do this, auto generate is false. Interval, interval is coming as a value. I'll do this default as 0 just to be safe. Okay. Okay. What else? Default amount 100. Let's do it custom 30 and make it 29th. Okay. Auto generate true. I'm getting 29th custom, default amount 100, intervals 30. Can I make it 28? Let me check. Yes. So this is working as expected. Data is also available to us. So what I will do is close all. come over here, and I'll have to create an action. So the action name will be what? Add biller. So add bill action. Okay. Now, what do we do in here? Surprisingly, yes. So bill actions, bill. This is fine. I will get the data. I need the user because if you remember, I'll have to pass the user ID, right? So what I'll do is data user ID is this. Yes, this is fine. Yep. Add bill action. We will inject it over here. And now, it will return a bill. Yes. And I will pass auth, eliminate support facades, user. Okay. Then ideally, I should now be able to do this bill.show. I don't have that. I will have biller dot billers dot show bill dot biller ID. Yeah, that's what it is. Am I doing it correct? Let me think. So this will create the bill, which I can understand, but bill controller will do this. Yeah, I think this is fine. But it says bills. What bills not found? This is billers.show. Yeah, okay. So I hadn't saved that. That's why it was complaining. So no problem. Yeah. Now in action, we have some work. First of all, we need the day of the month need to be converted. So I'll do date date equals I can do carbon, eliminate support, no, carbon dot carbon parse, and this one will be data day of the month, correct? Okay. Why am I doing this? Well, hold on. So the thing is, the next payment date will be calculated based on what we have selected. So what I will do is next payment, yes, payment date equals match. I love match. It's a very nice thing. Sorry, it needs the semicolon. I will match the data frequency. Let me see what it is giving. So I'm doing data frequency. Yes. If I'll have to start with weekly, maybe. So it should have weekly. Let me import it and then see. So all of these also should have the value. Otherwise, it will not work. Yeah. So bill frequency, if it is weekly, I add date plus add week. Okay. Then we have monthly. So yes, if it is monthly, I add a month. Then if it is quarterly, I add a quarter. If it is half yearly, I don't think there is a half yearly thing. This is half HLF half yearly. No. What I will do is, I have made this mistake, so I think I had a feeling, no, it was a deja vu. So half yearly, I will add 6 months, months, yes. Then yearly, yes, we do have add year, and no default. Bill frequency custom, we do add dates. Yeah, perfect. And then I do add payment, return bill create, and this should then work. Like, let me see. I have Tinker. I will do app models, bill, all. Okay, and to array. Let me get that empty. Perfect. Now I will create a bill. Zen007 says, good to see the consistency. Thank you, man. Thank you for being online. Yes, I'm doing the live only because I wanted to be a bit consistent and get this done. Otherwise, I knew in my mix of all the other projects, I may start skipping this. Okay, it's already kind of ready. I'm thinking of buying a Raspberry Pi to run it locally. Let's see. Okay. What was I doing? Controller. Yes, I need to create an entry and check. Let's go. It's the moment of truth. After coding for about 52 minutes, let's see what we have done is actually working or not. So let's say our internet bill is 1,000 rupees. I don't know whether that makes sense. It comes on the 20th of every month. I do add bill. Let's see. It didn't go through. So this gives me confidence because if everything works perfect on the first time, it feels a bit strange. Now, the question is, what happened? And the best way to know that will be we go to our network tab. I have a feeling it is failing somewhere on the validation. Yes. 304. Preview. Payload. Auto generate is true. Let's look at the validation. I am. But having said that, if it was uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is all good. Why did it fail? And it is not even giving me a error. Bill.php. Default amount. Next payment date is active. What could be the reason? Let me see. Create bill stable. So the booleans have values default. So this cannot fail. Now next payment date. Let me. Is there a log? Okay, I'll install that update later. Logs, Laravel logs. Do I have something meaningful in here? Is this the problem? Let me see. The controller update return this. Yeah, maybe just this. Who knows? Oops. Come on. dollar bill, and it is failing on the controller. Yes. By the way, I have two. So hope you are doing really well. I am busy. No, I'm busy watching this awesome YouTube guide series right now. It's fantastic. Just wanted to send a quick greeting and some positive vibes. Thank you very much, Mihailo. I hope I got your name correct. Did that API respond with anything? The API response is none because I got a 302. So it's a redirect, and it typically happens when there's a validation error or there is a failure. But yeah, a failure would have created a 500 series error. Let me see. Let me try it out once more. The form is still there. 1000 monthly. Hit something as a date. Auto generate true. Add bill 302. No logs. Great. So what happened? If I do DD over here, please don't refresh. Okay, it will. So will I get the DD? So the first thing to check is whether the validation is failing or is it something else. Okay. Okay, so it is the validation. I was right. Because if the validation was passing, I would have got this data as a DD. So now, biller ID, I am getting that. Required default amount. What all things do we get? Payload. Default amount is 1000. Required numeric minimum. So this is not a problem. Frequency is required. Rule enum this. Monthly. And I'm getting MONTHLY monthly. Yes. Do I see an error? Yes. The interval days field must be at least 1. Ah. So because I see, this is how I should have debugged. I was looking at 3 or 2, but I didn't look at this because the errors are passed on through shared data, and it says it should be at least 1. Perfect. So now I have 2 ways to handle this. I think the simplest one being this, because I anyways have the entire logic properly set. So the interval days I will only take when it's custom, right? Let me see. Am I saying this correct? I am taking interval days only when it is custom. So yes, that should be fine. And the minimum is 1. So both the cases are kind of handled. All right. So now I will do add. And what happened? This one, again, it's a 302, is it? Yes. Now what happened? Now the interval days field must be at least 1. And the payload here, oh, interval days. I didn't make the change, is it? This is 1. Refresh. 1000. Auto generate. I'll clear this. Okay, perfect. So I got the validation passed. Now I will just remove that DD and try once more. 22 should work. No, or it did. I think this time Yeah, it got created. So sarcasm, I will tell you why we need the interval. So this one is monthly. So my next interval is 22nd 11. Okay. Now let's say I will take the case of Vodafone. Okay, that's my best example for custom date. So I'll say this is bill, prepaid card thing. Okay, now biller, I need to refresh Vodafone. I will say my default amount is, I think this is 209, the minimum thing. Custom date of the month, I can put it anything, and this is going to be 28th. So let's say I recharged on 28th. I'll do add bill, come over here, and this one, next payment date is 25th. This is why I got the custom, because uh, there will be certain scenarios where they don't fall in this well-known thing. So what you can do is you can always use the custom, and it's a, it's one way of setting things up. Okay, I think this is nice. A quick, how much time have we covered? It's 53. So yeah, I have some time. What I will do is, just to get some sense of completeness, maybe I will add a little bit of code to show the cards for each bill. Okay, and I'm thinking how I can do that. Yeah, so this should not take time. I have biller controller, and in the biller controller show, I will have biller do and load bills. Let me see if I have the thing. I don't have the relationship, so bills, I'll add that. Bills has many, yes. So a biller has many bills, which is correct. So this relation is here, and we are loading that over here. That basically means that if I go to this show page, let me look at the type, because I hope I have handled it there. Come on. Don't do this right now. Yeah, I have bills. Yeah. So the type is set biller, and do I have this in place? Yeah. This is the grid. This is one part of the grid. This is the second part of the grid. What I will do is div this, and I'll have class name flex column gap 4, not gap 4, space y. Hey, by the way, don't take my styling to be the best possible way. I will always say that I'm not the best person when it comes to CSS. If this works, I just go ahead and do that. But yeah, like even now, I think I'm doing something wrong. This should ideally come over here. And flex call. Yeah. Let me see. What I want is, them coming one after the other. Space y. What happens over here is this. I get rid of this, and I will type here bills show up here. Yeah, maybe a few dots. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I got that right. So This is one box. This is where I will have a div. In this div, I'll do a class name. Okay. Grid call 1, MD call 2, gap yes, billers.bill, map bill, and in here, why don't I do something like h3? I don't want to do biller name. This is bill dot frequency, monthly, next amount. I'm just doing random stuff, okay? Because I'll properly set things up in the next video, but just so that we get a sense, this is p tag. In the p tag, I will have next payment date, and I should have seen something, but it is, yeah, this is correct. I think I also have a utility format that date from here. Yes. Monthly. Yes. Class name uppercase. There is a class called uppercase, so we do that, and I just wrap things inside maybe a card. Okay. Card header, card title, and this one comes inside card content. Okay. So if I have one more, let me see. Yearly 5,000 on 15th October every month. Add. Okay. So yes, maybe at the as a final rendering, right? And that one I'll have to play around with the UI. I may put an accordion. So what happens is the add bill thing will not be visible always, because I feel that's a less important activity. Won't do it every time. I can even do it inside a dialog box maybe, but these cards will show up every time by default. Okay, so that we know what we have upcoming for that biller. But yeah, this is what we have. We have the ability to create billers now, and for every biller we are able to configure a bill, which basically means now I just need to handle the update, or maybe I will directly allow a delete to keep things simple. I won't even add the update thing. Unnecessary, it creates complication. Like, how do I edit it? I'll have to click and maybe this fills up, which unnecessary complicates thing. I will just delete it. But yeah, I'll have to look at the pros and cons, and I'll set things up, but the crate is there. So yeah, that's pretty much how we have covered things up. How many files have we edited here? Quite a few. Yeah, let me quickly run through all the files. We have the action, perfect. Biller controller, what we have done over here is it's a new thing. We have added all these, yes. Biller controller, this is a small change. I just did a new bill and we do load. Correct. Then what else do we have? Request we have created, that's fine. Biller, we have the new relationship, yes. We added the switch, added the form. In show we have Yes, we have basically added the form. So a little bit of UI, and then we have this. This entire thing will go as a separate component. Okay. This I just showed you so that we can see the thing in action. And some definitions, our route, and we have the React switch. Perfect. So yes, that's about it, guys. That's what I was planning to cover. Hope you like this. Do share your feedback. I want to understand how you feel about this project so far. Do you really feel that this is something that you will use in your daily life? If yes, that will be great to know. If you feel something is missing, as I said, this is where is the discussion. Yeah, feel free to add your comments over here, or maybe in some of the videos, so that I get some feedback from you. I'm pretty excited about it, and yeah, I'll plan my next set of features. Till that time, thank you. See you soon.